When Floyd Mayweather loses control. We all know who Floyd Mayweather is, a man who was named Fighter of the Year in the Ring magazine twice, back in 1998 and 2007. He is a top professional boxer and a successful one as well. Floyd Mayweather is famous for being an angry person, and mostly he loses control over his emotions and what he is doing. His promotional manager has also confessed that Floyd has anger issues, and he cannot control his anger when it needs to be done the most. In this video, we will talk about the moments when Floyd Mayweather lost control, and nobody could stop him. So, without further ado, let's dive right into the video and discuss. So stay tuned with us and keep on watching until the end to find out about the time when Floyd Mayweather lost control completely. When Jake Paul made Floyd Mayweather lose control. When Jake Paul was trying his best to get something out of Floyd Mayweather, trying to annoy him ultimately. He did it by crashing his clubhouse broadcast, and he also took his cap, which is why Floyd Mayweather lost his control completely. Even the promotion SEO of Floyd Mayweather cited that it was a very unusual event. And what did Jake Paul think when he decided to do this, because he knows that Floyd Mayweather gets angry? An event was going to take place on June 6th on a Sunday, and this was when Jake Paul stole his cap. It was a press event that was before the fight of Floyd Mayweather with Logan Paul, and that is when he ended up losing his control completely. And no one was able to do anything about it at all. When a website spoke with Sky Sports, there they said that they had never seen Floyd Mayweather being so angry for such a long time. Floyd Mayweather was very pissed and was looking terrifying in all that anger. They further said that they had never seen Floyd Mayweather so pissed off before in his entire career. He got angry because he felt that he had been distracted when he took his hat and snatched it from his head. We agree on that because it is disrespectful to take someone's possession without their consent, and it can make anyone angry. But let's be honest, Floyd Mayweather is very different from anyone, and he has his own rules and regulations in his life. No one can control him, and he knows what he is about to do and what is going to be his next move. Some people even tried to defend Jake Paul by saying that Jake is not a stupid person at all. Some people were saying that Jake was trying to get some attention, and he got that and was very successful at it. Jake was trying to get famous because that is what he loves to do, and he succeeded at it as well because he tried to get the best out of Floyd Mayweather. Not everyone understands how disrespectful it can be to snatch someone's hat from their head like that, but that was not what he was trying to do in the first place at all. Jack loves to get attention, and he wants to become famous on the internet. He did precisely that by pissing off Floyd Mayweather and by calling on his nerves. You can never try to knock the hustle of Jake Paul. But in our opinion, we saw what Jake Paul has done, and it was pretty disrespectful indeed. The reaction of Floyd Mayweather was wholly justified, and we are on his side on this. Floyd Mayweather versus Logan Paul ended without a knockout. This is another time, and Floyd Mayweather lost his control when he fought with Logan Paul in an 8-round exhibition. This fight ended without an actual winner, which is why Floyd Mayweather was furious and ultimately lost his cool. Let's be honest, both of them are the best boxers of all time, and no one can beat them because they are too good at what they do in their career. A severe contest took place between Mayweather and Jake Paul, and ended up having a no winner at all. Before the fight, Jake Paul and Floyd Mayweather spoke with the press and told everyone that they were trying to entertain the people watching, and it was not about winning and losing. Floyd Mayweather entered the ring with a physically larger man than him. When it comes to weight, Jake Paul is heavier than Floyd Mayweather and is also 6 inches taller than Floyd Mayweather. It is always said about Jake Paul that he got all his fame from what he has done on the internet and nothing else. He ended up losing the professional fight he was participating in, and Floyd Mayweather has won almost all of his fights in his career, which are nearly 50 in number. There's a lot of experience gap between both of them, and that is why people were anticipating that Floyd Mayweather is ultimately going to win, and Jake Paul is going to lose the fight. But Jake Paul was giving Floyd Mayweather everything in the ring, and that is why it was an exciting fight to watch. And there were a total of 8 rounds of fighting. No winner was announced at this point because there was no judge in this type of special event, and that is why Floyd Mayweather was furious. This event took place at night. When Floyd Mayweather was fighting with Paul, there were no judges and no winners in that event. Now let's come back to the fight between Floyd Mayweather and Jake Paul once again. During the 7th round, you will not believe what happened, so stay tuned with us and keep on watching to find out. During the 7th round, Logan Paul took a deep breath, exhausted. He leaned forward and tried to attack Floyd Mayweather. But unfortunately, Floyd Mayweather attacked him back with a left hook. This 5 was not very hard as per boxing standards, but it was hard enough for Jake Paul to fall. This fight got the attention of many people, but there were no judges in that event to declare a winner in the end. After the battle, Jake Paul said that this was the most extraordinary event ever in his career, and he is happy that he was able to make it out of it. Floyd Mayweather said that he was satisfied, but he was looking very disappointed and pissed. At this point, it could be seen that Floyd Mayweather was not in a good mood at all, and he was furious and annoyed. Floyd Mayweather said that he is not 21 anymore, but it still feels good to fight around with young people, but he seemed very irritated at that time. Zab Judah vs. Mayweather. Here's another time when Floyd Mayweather lost complete control over himself when he fought with Zab Judah, a fight which almost never happened. Judah was fighting strongly in the start, taking the fight to the champ, and was successfully able to knock down Floyd Mayweather. In the 2nd round, the first controversial thing of the night happened when it appeared that Judah had knocked down the Money Mayweather, but the referee ruled it a slip. Floyd Mayweather endured Judah's attacks and came back strongly in the 5th round. He was combating with his opponent and caused his nose to bleed pretty badly by delivering several vicious punches. He continued the onslaught up to the 10th round. With seconds to go in the 10th round, Zab Judah again took control of the match and delivered a low blow followed by a rabbit punch to the back of Floyd Mayweather. What happened after this was something nobody expected. Chaos erupted in the ring when Floyd's uncle Roger Mayweather and his trainer entered the octagon and approached Judah. Judah's father and trainer also rushed into the ring, and flying punches were seen from both fighters' camps. After several minutes, at least a dozen security guards were seen in the ring trying to take control of the hectic situation. After some minutes, the brawl was ended and the order was restored. When the fight resumed, Floyd Mayweather was way ahead on the scorecards and won by unanimous decision. After this chaos, the Nevada State Athletic Commission came into action with some strict punishments and penalties for those involved. Roger Mayweather was fined $200,000, while Floyd Mayweather's license was revoked. Mayweather's cornerman, Leonard Ellerby, also received a $100,000 fine, and his license was suspended for 4 months. Zab Judah received a grinding punishment and was fined $250,000 and had his license revoked. Mayweather and the HBO reporter, Larry Merchant. After a controversial fight with Victor Ortiz that ended with a legal sucker punch, the HBO reporter Larry Merchant came to Mayweather's corner to ask him about the fight. Several minutes into the interview, Merchant asked tougher questions, and that's when Floyd got upset. The champ complained of never giving him a fair shake and cussed at the reporter that HBO should fire you. The reporter also didn't hold back and answered with a smile on his face, "I wish I was 50 years younger and I would kick your ass." Later during a TV interview, Mayweather defended his actions by saying, "Everybody is tired of Larry Merchant. He said if he was 50 years younger that he would kick my ass. How can you be a boxing expert if you never had a fight before?" No matter how entertaining the controversy was, ultimately it was a black eye on boxing, and criticism flew all around for both Larry Merchant and Floyd Mayweather. And with that, we are at the end of the video. If you enjoyed watching this episode, make sure to give it a like and subscribe to our channel. Also, don't forget to press the bell icon so you do not miss any future videos like this and always get timely updates. What was your favorite part about the video? Let us know in the comments down below. See you in the next one. Until then, take care.